Well, you know, Pakistan fans, they really make you work for it, don't they? Not the fans, the team. The team that you support, they really do make you work for it. You know, it didn't take them 10 minutes or less to get the job done, but for these guys, they can do that for you.
Now delivering in 10 minutes.
Thank you very much to Big Basket Now. It's been such a great partnership with Big Basket Now.
Agreed.
And, of course, our close personal friend.
Our close personal friend, our colleague.
Now, Pezza, when I'm looking at this game, do you have any sympathy with Pakistan, who really should now, in this stage of the tournament, be 3 from 3? They're not, because they're Pakistan, and they break hearts and minds and souls. But when I'm looking at the deck, I'm looking at these New York decks and the New York state of mind. I'm just thinking, like, fucking hell, I wouldn't want my team to be playing on these shit tips. It is so difficult, clearly. It's not obviously difficult looking at looking at from the TV, but, like, these are world-class cricketers who can't fucking lay bat on ball. Yeah. And, like, South Africa couldn't, Bangladesh couldn't, you know, India struggled as well. You know, Canada, you know, oh, Canada. And so do you have any sympathy with Pakistan, who are more or less out of the tournament, with having to play in New York?
Look, I do, because it's Pakistan. That's how they make me feel. There's so much emotion there with Pakistan. Like, I mean, from a business perspective, I don't. They're a disgrace. But I do from a humanitarian perspective.
Yeah.
I still like them. I like everything they're about.
Yeah.
I like the whole thing. I like the role they play in this drama of the cricket industrial complex. I like what they're capable of. Their bowling. Their bowling's so good. The bowling was good today.
Yes.
Their bowling's been good all tournament. Their ability... Sorry. Okay. A couple of head snaps knocking around here because we're in the Lower East Side, and it's just a bit going on. All good.
It's vibrant. Yeah. It's vibrant. There's electricity
in the air. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we call that vibrancy on realestate.com.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, like, their ability to conspire or confect difficulty is unmatched, and I actually have to respect that.
Yeah.
In a way.
It's a brand.
I don't think I understand it fully.
And you wouldn't want to be your team.
And I'm keen to understand it as my life goes on.
Yeah.
But yeah, you asked me a question. Like, I kind of do have sympathy for them. Like the face of Muhammad Rizwan, you know, nerdling, nudging, knocking it about, zinced up lips, beautiful boy. It's hard not to be drawn to Pakistan, whatever it is.
Celebrations with 50, dropping the bat, two hands up in the air, as is his
everything. But like drop the bat, like nothing is easy.
No, nothing's easy.
Nothing is straightforward.
Nothing's simple. Understandable.
But you sort of have to respect it.
Yeah. Canada batted first. They made 106.
Yeah. Which meant that Pakistan's chase was the highest chase at that ground. Genuinely.
That's right. So 106 for 7. Aaron Johnson opened the batting, made 52 off 44. Such was the difficulty that the Pakistani bowlers put the Canadians under pressure, but the other Canadians outside of Johnson found it so hard that when Aaron Johnson was dismissed, after making 52, the score, the team total was on 76. Geez, I made that hard work for myself. Didn't like getting that out, but hey, here we are. Not after the live show. Thanks for coming.
TFC.
And so he was outstanding, and to score more than a run of ball on that ground.
52 off 44.
You sort of have to question the bowling, don't you?
In New York.
Yeah.
That's a serious knock.
Serious knock, yeah.
We met his uncle.
Yes, we did. That's right.
We met Aaron Johnson's uncle in Dallas. That's our connection to this innings. That's how we kind of are involved in Aaron Johnson's story.
Geez, Aaron Johnson batted well. What does this mean for me?
Exactly. We met his uncle in Dallas. He's a very proud man.
Yes, that's right.
He travelled a long way to see his nephew play, which is pretty cool.
From the Caribbean, and our experience with that was that he was very, very proud of his nephew, whilst also telling us that he could play a bit as well.
Yeah. I asked him about his nephew, who was playing for Canada in the tournament opener, and just received 3 to 4 minutes of some statistics that we'll never respect because we're Australian. I don't care. It could be first class. Might have even played Test cricket.
Yeah, he actually airdropped his Cricinfo stats.
That's right.
Onto my phone. No, that haven't happened.
His name was Andy Roberts.
Is that a famous name? Never heard of him myself.
Never heard of her.
Muhammad Amir was player of the match, and he took 2 for 13. Yeah. Could have had 3. Was he behind the penultimate over where there was an edge? Or am I making that up?
Could use a penultimate.
Yeah. Of the anyway, Muhammad Amir bowled really, really nicely, and I suppose like had I been following Pakistan cricket a little bit more, I'd be deeper into the Amir story. But I just sort of I thought he was like banned for life, and then I guess he's not playing Test anymore. And he was playing Sunday. He was playing Sunday League cricket when he was banned from all cricket, like opening the batting and opening the bowling, like some Sunday League thing in Surrey. It was when I was there, like for some church.
Oh, okay. So once again,
so Mohammed Amir was
with yourself.
He was in a place where I was also at one time.
Well, you did jump on a show one time and said you could pick Suckland's Doosra.
That's right,
It's just angles.
Well, it's just from the line, yeah.
You see the line.
And that was the only way you could do it.
So with Muhammad Amir, was it the same thing for you when you faced up to him? Just sort of get forward or sit in the back stool? What was it?
I didn't find him that difficult because he sort of gives you a look, doesn't he? Like when he runs in, you see it the whole way, you know? Like it was quick, but you could see it the whole way.
Yeah.
No, I mean, Muhammad Amir is outstanding, and the skills are so good. I do miss it.
Yeah.
In my opinion, at the top level, that being Test cricket.
Yeah.
While sitting here in New York, celebrating the T20 World Cup. As cricket is America, in the Lower East Side here, as we sit on this park bench with us, sirens all around us, people screaming at us, it really does feel like people got cricket fever down here.
Oh yeah, no, it is fever pitch.
Pezza, if I could introduce to you right now, or even speak, Want Now, Get Now, brought to you by Big Basket Now. Pezza, there was a moment where a catch was taken, ball was skied, catch taken by Rizwan, and then Rizwan gets to gesticulate towards the Spidercam. And then he catches it, he looks up, he's like, what's that? Then he throws the ball at the Spidercam. Now, we've seen this in many instances, Pezza. Professional athletes coming across technology where it's got no business to be. Stop moving the robot, etc. Anytime there's, in fact, actually, Rizwan, when he was batting again, he was fucking blowing up Deluxe at the security guards who had no idea where they were standing. They were standing basically behind the bowler's arm at one point. He kept pulling away, just massive like fluoro vests. But the Spidercam, the robots, all this like fanfare.
The sight screen, which is new technology.
That is brand new technology, and human beings existing, standing anywhere near the bowler's arm. Professional athletes, they ascend to the level. At the highest level, and there's like all this other bullshit that like you just never come across. Like Spidercam is wonderful because I get to see like the Manhattan skyline 35 miles away, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm in New York,
and I speak in miles.
That's right. Yeah. So professional athletes coming across technology and not wanting a bar of it. How do you like it?
All right, I'll have a crack. I do wonder with Spidercam like whether it's worth it, because when you go to a game, like you see this thing fucking storming around your eye line as a fan. Yeah. And like there are obviously very clear rules around where it can be used, when it can be used, etc. For the play. But like even as a fan, you're like, is that in the way? It's just like something's moving around in your line of vision. It's just like, is there a world where we can just watch the cricket? Well, there isn't. No. I appreciate that. Yeah. But like, I don't sit home, like, when I'm watching, the IPL on TV, where I watch every single ball. Yeah. I don't sit there and catch that Spidercam footage and go, thank fuck for that. Thank God we've got that shot. Yeah. See, isn't that nice?
See, in Australia, when Spidercam comes down at drinks break and we get to the most, inane questions, the commentators are doing a great job, like, trying to get that interesting, but like, so what's happening out there? And they say, like, we're just trying to work hard, and they just talk in platitudes, and we're all supposed to be like, fucking hell, that is amazing. Unbelievable. I'm so happy that I've got that information.
And the question becomes, how far can it go?
Yeah.
Exactly. How far does it go with cameras until we're really satisfied? Like, can we get a camera into the sheds? Can we get tub cam? I know we've talked about this before.
That's right.
But like, can we just actually sit in the dressing room with the players? Can we be a player? Can we actually just play for India or Australia? You know what I mean? Like, can we coach the team? Can we say a few things? Like, can you win a competition and say something to the team? Yeah. At the end of the game or the start of or whatever. Yeah. Can I jump into the showers with Pat Cummins?
Now we're talking.
Tub cam.
Now we're talking.
What kind of rights? Like you think about the TV network guys, sitting down to negotiate rights packages with Nick Hockley, Cricket Australia, whatever, and just saying like, look, we will pay overs for tub cam. I don't know. So maybe cameras can give us everything that we want. Maybe cameras can help us achieve the dreams that died years ago.
Fuck, that's...
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's like the movie Limitless, where you can use like 90% of your brain instead of 4% of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like unbelievable. Like every horizon possible.
Yeah. Verizon. as well.
Yeah.
Mobile network.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. Maybe you can get your dad to love you.
Yes. Now we're
That's
talking.
unlikely for a lot of people. Yeah, again, Tubcam.
Not really Tubcam with that. Not that
Okay,
interested.
so then Pakistan executed the highest run chase on that ground in the history of cricket in the USA in this World Cup.
Wow, what a chase.
What a chase it was, so Rizwan made 53 off 53.
Yeah.
Bob Razam, 33 off 33. When you look at
Nearly
the scores...
nearly early on, there was nerves.
Mate, I was like, it can't happen again, can it?
The first 2 balls of the game go for 4 and you're like, surely not.
Yeah.
Is this on? Is this on for Canada?
And it wasn't, and they've won the game with 15 balls to spare. But halfway through, I think they were 1 for 48. They were slightly ahead of where Canada were, but Canada had lost more wickets throughout the course of their innings. But
Almost like another game, I remember.
Rizwan was batting nicely. Bob Razam found a way to get out again, as he has many times, just back of a length, trying to run it down the third man. Found the edge. Nice catch from the Canadian keeper, whose name I will not learn.
Mova?
As a radio station, I believe, in Sydney.
Of course, yeah, sorry. And there was a chocolate milk as well.
But then Bob Razam was my highlight of his dismissal, was him throwing his bat on the ground in disgust, but then accidentally letting it go.
Pakistan,
So showing some emotion, showing some anger, some visceral emotion, and then dropping the bat, then looking a bit foolish. Now, that's a good genre of blow up where you actually hurt yourself. If you end up smashing your bat and the bat chips or something, or you kick a bin, then you break your toe, that kind of. It was in that kind of mould, you know. It's just not going Baba's way, and usually he scores big runs against these kind of teams, doesn't he? Can Baba?
But an important partnership between him and Rizwan. 60 odd, right? 60 odd. Got it close enough.
Something like that, mate.
Something. Saeem Ayub couldn't get it going. He came in for Iftikhar Ahmed as well. He's an exciting player. PSL hipsters will love that shit. Saeem Ayub, really good player. Mm-hmm. On a New York deck, though, as I've always said, don't trust it on a New York deck.
So both teams move on to Miami next.
Right.
Where they
Is that right?
who have they got? Pakistan got to play Ireland. They obviously must win that game, and they must win it well. I think statistically
they're cooked, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean basically, but there is still possibility.
India's going to take the US through, won't they?
I think that's how it's going. I think that's how it's going.
And also in the cricket.
I think that's how it's going to work.
Yeah.
Because if I could bring you back to an AskTGC from yesterday. Which was from Broken Cricket Dreams Cricket Blog.
Okay.
Hashtag AskTGC. Did India win or did Pakistan lose?
Oh.
That's still on the mind,
Yeah.
It really is still on the mind. Now, I'll bring it back to how I started this show. Sympathies for Pakistan having to play on these decks, because on these kind of decks, it does bring everyone together. But do you think Pakistan are fucking any danger of somehow miraculously making it through? And if they make it through, you know what? They could probably win the thing, I think.
Yeah, that's the entire paradox of Pakistan. The infinitesimal difference between being great and being the worst team that's ever lived. That's how it works. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure India's going to take the US with them.
Yeah.
Right?
Geopolitically. Somehow India's involved here.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I'd love to see it. And that's the thing with Pakistan as well. Is the lows are low, but they're matched by the highs, and what as a nation can offer. And it needs to offer something shortly.
And there's been some lows, which means there's going to be some highs
to come. I mean, today, was there a chance to chase it more quickly from a net run rate perspective? There was, but they were also by the same token, it is the highest chase on this ground ever.
Yeah.
So perhaps we should be careful.
Yes. Well, and we need to be careful as well.
Yeah. Just be careful, mate.
Just be careful. And also just settle down, Nasty.
Yeah.
Thanks as always for joining TGC. More to come on the channel. Main podcast out later today. And of course, the big one, Australia and whoever they're playing. Is it Namibia? That's who they're playing later tonight.
Yeah.
More coming out in the channel. So much coming out in the channel. Click subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you guys in about 8 minutes. Cheers.